Good morning from beautiful Chicago, Illinois. We are less than 1 week away from the Chicago street race, and I'm right here in front of Grant Park, and I was told to just hang out here right on this intersection, and I should be expected to be picked up by a driver to be named later. So I really don't know what to expect, but here I am standing alongside South Michigan Ave, where the race will be taking place behind me in just about a week or so. And today we're gonna get a preview of what the Chicago street race looks like, first person, from the driver's perspective. I still don't know which driver. You're gonna find out. So come join us for this experience as we check out the Chicago street race. Brad, good to meet you.
I gotta ask you, how'd you get the nickname Spider?
So when I first started working at Barstool, I would just basically run errands for Dave, Big Cat, all the top dogs at Barstool.
Does his list this guy just draw pictures.
This guy just carries. Pushes,
you love him.
But
I love him.
That's my guy. Yeah, he's just always doing something. Half the time, I think he's picking up water, putting it down, picking up, moving it back where he picked it up from in the first place. But he's doing something.
Does he have a nickname? Okay, yeah. I think he should be from Goodfellas. He should be Spider. He is kind of like a spider, just walking around doing stuff like, hey, Spider, go get me this.
And then they realized I had a love for NASCAR and let me take the ball and run through with it.
Yeah, I hear you. So what's your real name?
Daniel.
Does anybody call you that?
No, my mother.
Your mom?
Do you have any cool nicknames besides Brad K?
Dude, I got nicknames, but none of them stuck.
Yeah?
I had the Whopper when I was a kid. It's BK. My sisters used to call me Bradley.
Bradley?
Rather than Bradley, I was Bradley. None of them have ever stuck, though. See, like Spider stuck on you.
Yeah, that one's, but it's almost bad, Brad. Now I have to live the rest of my life as Spider.
Is that bad?
I don't know. It depends who you ask. All right, awesome. Well, I'm pumped to get in the car with you,
Spider.
Brad.
Let's do it.
All right, let's hit it.
All right, just don't kill us. All right, so we're going the wrong direction. So like, think of it like we just did a burnout. Now we're turning around.
We just won.
We're on the front stretch.
Polish victory lap.
I think this might actually be the start-finish line. Where is the start-finish line?
This is the start-finish line.
Oh, it is?
Yes, sir.
Legit, I nailed it.
You did.
Wow, that was like a yes. So we're going towards turn one. This is one of the faster parts of the racetrack. Turn one's a 90-degree left-hand corner. Was that Balbo?
Yes, sir.
Is that how you say it? Balbo?
You're on it.
So you make the left-hand turn on Balbo. So normally this would be, well, not normally, but during the race weekend, this would be pit road right here on the right.
So while we do this route, Brad, if you don't mind, I want you to point out the best spot for a fan to watch from. Obviously, you're a driver and don't know that perspective, but if you could pick a spot to watch the race from.
Hands down right there.
Yeah?
That top level in that suite, hands down.
I was in the suite last year and that we had a blast.
Yeah, no, you had the best spot.
Yeah.
I think you can probably see the most. When it's raining, you're dry. When it's hot, you're cool. They got good food. You can see pit road. You can probably see a couple different corners, right? The last one, the first one, and this turn 6.
What was your first take when they announced the street race was coming to Chicago?
So we kind of got a, how do you put it? Like, it's almost like when you see the Christmas present before it opens up, like a spoiler.
Got it.
Because this was 3 years ago. NASCAR asked us to do a iRacing event, right? So virtual racing.
Right.
On a street course in Chicago. We're like, wait, what? Doesn't even make sense. And then they showed us the track and said, yeah, go try it out. And it was legit, like, it wasn't some fictitious thing. It was like, oh, wow, this might actually be real. And so we saw that and we're like, well, maybe they'll do that, maybe they won't. And then they made the announcement, I don't know, a year and a half later, 2 years later, that they were going to do it. We're like, oh, so that was real. And so that's when we first kind of really found out. So when we first heard about it, we were like, this is just a crazy thing for online racing, right?
Right.
And then we're like, oh no, it's real. Like, they're actually going to build a track. So it was kind of that wave of enlightenment. So this part here, this is the roughest spot on the racetrack. You come through here. I say that this and the other, we're going to go through the fountain area. These are the two hardest areas because here the car's bouncing while you're braking. And so you'll be braking and the car will be like slowing down, not slowing down, slowing down, not slowing down. but I'm going really fast.
What would you say top speed is for this track?
Way over 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Probably that's the fastest spot on the racetrack right there. This is the spot where you can see the best. People ask me about the skyline. So you can actually see the buildings here. Most of the other spots on the track, like, you can't see anything. But here this is really, really something when you're in the car. And this spot's pretty fast, but you slow down a lot here. So most of the corners here are like 35 mile an hour corners. Try to go any faster than that, you're not gonna make it.
How much easier has the next gen car made road racing? Is it like day and night?
Yeah, the cars are way more forgiving. You can just really hammer the brakes. Where, you know, the car before this would like bounce and jump when you try to get the brakes, called wheel hop. This car here is way more forgiving. It's got a bigger tire. It's got a different rear axle in it. So it's just more made for road courses than the car before this was. It's a better car.
Overall.
Yeah, no doubt. This part here is fun. You see, you go over this bridge. As you're coming down, like, the car gets really light as you're going down the hill. You just get a huge sensation of speed right through here.
So, Brad, we got Keith Urban, Chainsmokers, the Black Keys, and Lauren Elena. If it were up to you to hire 4 musical acts to perform this event, who are you picking?
Ooh, 4 musical acts. Okay. All right, so I have a very diverse set of music that I like. So I'll go ahead and run it through, because you're gonna go, those don't go together, but I know they don't go together. First off, I'd pick like a big headliner. So who's a huge headliner? Like Garth Brooks or Kenny Chesney.
Love that.
That would be like my huge headliner. Then I'd backfill it with like a rock band, like a 90s type rock band, like, let's say like a Goo Goo Dolls.
Love them too.
Because then you got kind of like 2 different genres, right?
Yep.
And then I'd try to fill it with some kind of like a crossover artist between genres. So I'd probably pick like a Nelly.
Okay.
He's a big race fan.
Yeah.
And Nelly, what I like about Nelly is Nelly can do straight up hip hop and go right into country, which is freaking hysterical.
He's got range.
He's got range. I think those would be my top 3, but you asked for 4.
Yep.
So I need 1 more.
NASCAR went Chainsmokers, like EDM, house party music.
Yeah,
Does that do it for you?
You need an EDM guy.
Okay.
Who was the guy that was I'm thinking of, that was going to do the Clash? Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh.
Yep, there you go.
MGK, final answer.
Yep, top 4. What do you think?
That's a pretty good Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but it's like super diverse, right?
Right.
You got a little bit of everything. You know, if you like country, you got country. You got a little nostalgia, some rock music. Like,
that's why I love the lineup for this year. I think it's it got something for everyone, you know?
You know, I've never heard Lauren Elena, but I've heard good things about her.
She's a good time. She's got more hits than I would have realized.
Really?
Brad, who are you seeing Thursday, though? Next Thursday. Don't forget it.
The Beach Boys, baby.
Oh, it's my pop's
Actually,
favorite
it would have
band.
been perfect. Why didn't we think about that?
Because
So I'm gonna go see the
our
Beach
sponsor
Boys.
took them. Yeah.
Well, you know, diverse acts here.
You're bearing the lead, Brad.
So we're going to Elk Grove Village to listen to the Beach Boys. Who's with them? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
Brandon, you're supposed to know these things.
You know, they probably don't have one.
And
Yeah, so we're gonna go see. It's Mickey? Is it Mickey Love or Mickey Day? What's his name? Mickey.
Yeah, Mike Love, right? Mickey Love.
Mike Love. Yeah, Mickey Love.
Kevin Love's uncle.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah, NBA.
No way.
I
No
swear
way.
to God,
No.
I couldn't believe it either. My dad is the world's biggest Beach Boys fan,
Kevin
and told
Love's
me
uncle?
that. I mean, unless my dad was trolling me, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
That's an awesome random fact.
Yeah, I also saw the other day that Raja Karuth is half brothers with Anthony Edwards.
Really?
Yeah, crazy. We got a lot of crossovers. So I got one last question for you, Brad. Obviously, 2 great races here in Chicago. We saw one last year. We're getting ready for the next one here this year.
Yep.
Where to next? What city deserves the next purpose-made street course in their city?
Oh, Julie's gonna kill me for this one. Where to next? Well, I think Chicago's probably got at least another year left in it. We'll see. That's not my decision at all. But if you were like, hey, you know, Chicago, we crushed it. Let's go crush another city. Where would you go? I would pick personally either Toronto or Detroit.
Okay.
If I was going international, which might happen, I would probably pick like somewhere in Australia. That would be where I'd go international.
Well, I'm on the next flight.
I think Australia would be good. I think we have a lot of fans that would love NASCAR in Australia.
A lot of fans down under.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys very much for the ride.
You're
that was
welcome.
awesome. I can't wait to see you go full speed here in just a couple days.
Thanks, Spider. Appreciate
Thank you,
your time.
NASCAR Chicago. Don't miss it, guys. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you so much to NASCAR Chicago and Brad Keselowski for showing me around, answering all my questions. Don't miss the NASCAR Chicago Street Race, July 6th, 7th. Tickets are going fast. Move quick, people. We'll see you at the track.